Yo, hello.
Times escape. Let's go.
Do you like horror movies? Well, I do. Actually, I love horror movies. Yeah. But there's a misconception going around right now that just because I love horror movies or because we that actually like horror movies, that we are psychos. I've actually had a lot of people look me straight to my face and call me a psycho just because of how enthusiastic I get whenever a new scary movie comes out. Yeah. Wait, what are you looking at? Oh, no, this is not what you think. Please, just let this go. It's not what you think.
Hey!
Let's just get serious. The one thing I want to complain about, my major issue right now is that is it just me or the horror movies they are making today are not as scary as they used to be? Because I remember when I was younger, when I started watching horror movies like Evil Dead, Jeepers Creepers, the first Conjuring movie, like the first two Saw movies. Yeah, a lot of these movies scared the shit out of me. Yeah, and a lot of people that know about these movies can agree with me. But the movies they are making today, a lot of the remakes, they don't have the same effect. Like sometimes I ask myself, is it that there's some kind of corporation or there's a body behind the production companies that have convinced them that they should stop making horror movies the way they used to be? Because even when I try to convince people to watch horror movies with me, by the time they watch it, they'll be like, is this what you call scary? Because I have a lot of friends that I've tried to push to watch horror movies that every time they complain that they don't want to watch a horror movie, once they get to watch it, they're like, there's nothing scary about this. And I feel disappointed. Like I'm disappointed in myself for introducing them to those movies. People have told me that the reason why most of these movies don't feel scary to me anymore is because I'm already used to it. That it's already in my blood. That the audacity that I'm not human anymore. That's what you are saying. I'm no longer human. I can't feel fear. That nothing scares me anymore. And I have to admit, I believed them for a while. I actually did believe them. That maybe they are right. Maybe it's just not in my veins anymore. And maybe it just feels like a normal movie. And I agreed. Until one day, I read an article about James Wan. James Wan is a popular movie director. He directed most of the popular horror movies that we know today. For example, the first Conjuring movie, Legends of La Llorona, I think the first two Saw movies. So I saw an article that listed out the top 10 horror movies that James Wan had done. And since I'm a huge James Wan fan, I went to check it out. And I saw everything, like the top 10 movies. I like, okay, I've seen all this except one. The name of that movie is Dead Silence. This movie came out in 2007. So I went to look for it. I got it, I put it on my laptop and I started watching it. Late in the night, as usual, that's how you watch a horror movie. I watched it late in the night. This movie was so good. All I can tell you that, yes, there's a doll inside the movie, obviously. But Annabelle, I know how scary Annabelle Part 1 was, but this movie, this Dead Silence is way better. Annabelle is learning walk from Dead Silence. This movie came out in 2007. 2007. I watched this Dead Silence in 2022. It scared the shit out of me. To the point that in my room, there is a wardrobe in my room that makes a squeaky sound because the lock is broken. So it makes a squeaky sound anytime slight breeze blows around the room. I started hearing this squeaky sound and I was deep into this movie. This sound started coming out. Oh my god, the way I jumped out of my seat. I was scared out of my mind. So by the time I finished the movie, I said, hey, so it's not just me that is feeling this. There's actually something wrong. Movies don't have that same effect again. Yeah. I saw a trailer. The Nun 2. The Nun 2 is coming out in September, I think. I saw the trailer. The Nun, if most of you that don't know the Nun is part of the Conjuring universe. Yes, the Nun first appeared in Conjuring 2, made a brief appearance in Conjuring 2, and after that, we didn't see her again until later on. The appearance that Nun made in Conjuring 2 was so good. So when I found out that they were making a solo movie about the Nun, I was so excited. And this was probably like the first horror movie I got to watch in the cinema. So I had so much anticipation, so much hope that yes, it was going to be that good. But I have to say, nah, I wasn't feeling it.
No! No!
The story was good. As far as Conjuring universe is concerned, story is not their issue. Their stories are always good. But the issue I had was that it didn't have that same horror effect. I was just okay. It was just there.
Aww.
It wasn't as scary as I'd hoped. So a part of me is not so hyped about the Nun 2 coming out. Yeah. This is the same effect that I had when the last Annabelle movie came. I think Annabelle Comes Home. I have to admit, I slept twice watching that movie. And that is very bad for someone like me that watches horror movies a lot. Yeah, I was so disappointed. I didn't feel anything. Even with all the what they call it, the demons and all that were in the movie, I didn't feel shit. Don't even talk to me about the last Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers is one of the legendary horror movies. I watched Jeepers Creepers when I was in secondary school. I couldn't sleep. Then they now released Jeepers Creepers. I don't know, was it last year or 2001? I can't remember. I watched it and I lost my mind. I was like, this is nonsense. There's nothing scary about this. There's nothing. They didn't do enough. Oh no. So please, people that are making horror movies, please do better. Do better. The last horror movie that I watched, I think that they even tried, was the last Evil Dead. Evil Dead was okay. The Evil Dead that I watched was okay. But please, horror movies need to be better. So this is just me. I'm just making my own complaint that these are the things that I'm pointing out, that the horror movies are not having the same effect like they used to. It's not that I'm a psycho. Please, please change your mind. Thank you for watching, and I officially welcome you to the Tony's Escape, which is a glimpse into my world and the things I actually care about. Also, here are a list of horror movies that I highly recommend you check out to fully understand what the horror experience feels like, and I hope you embrace it and stay open-minded. And if you have any recommendations, please feel free to share in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. So until next time, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Catch you at the next episode. Peace out.